When you log into Lamaku, you'll find the RSI at Kapiʻolani training module under the Systems tab in My Courses. When you enter, you'll see that there are 3 modules, and you'll want to start with the Orientation module. This will provide an overview, information about critical support, a general definition of RSI, and an explanation of how ACCJC, our accreditors, verify RSI. You'll notice that there's checkboxes over on this side of the screen, and these are so you can keep track of your progress. These are just for you, so if you want to remind yourself to come back and review something, you can leave it unchecked. After Module 1, you'll go into Module 2, which defines all of the RSI criteria. But first, you'll start with this prepping your RSI plan. As you move through the training, you're going to prep an RSI plan for one of your classes in the fall. Once you're done with that, you'll move on to the RSI criteria modules, and you'll notice that these are very consistently designed, and it's really important that you navigate them sequentially. First, it's going to give you an overview of what the criteria is and what it isn't. This can be very nuanced. It'll talk about making sure that you're executing it in a very regular and predictable way, which is half of the criterion. It will talk about not only meeting the criterion at an initial minimal threshold, but also how to do it in a more robust way that will positively impact learning. It will talk about documenting visible evidence for peer review and the various ways you can do that both within the LMS and if you are doing things externally. It'll give you a chance to check your understanding. This is informal. It's obviously not for a grade because this is professional development, but I highly recommend that you try these out because there are a lot of nuances to these criteria, and it's easy to kind of think that something counts as RSI when it doesn't. Then finally, there's the RSI planning portion where you will visit your plan and you'll build that out, documenting how you're going to fulfill the criteria in a way that is regular and predictable, and exactly where evidence will be accessible to the team. You will then move on to the plan submission. First, you'll craft a syllabus statement based on your RSI plan. Then you'll have the opportunity to do a self-check with a Gemini gem that will verify that the RSI you have planned robustly meets all of the criteria. Then you can submit your plan via the embedded Google Doc, and that's pretty much it for now. Although again, if you have other class preps for online teaching in the fall, I highly recommend that you finish preparing those plans because they will need to be done by Ulana Makaloa prior to fall 2026.